This Sri Ramakrishna, he has answered this question as a long, the years that the people, they were confused. There's a very simple way Sri Ramakrishna gave the answer. And here you find that in page 480 of the Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna, he said, I accept both the Nitya and the Leela. Then he said, both the absolute and the relative. Sometimes some people, they say that it is the Vishishta Advaita. It is not. The Vishishta Advaita, they accept in this way, but in reality, we are not going to discuss the Vishishta Advaita this moment. The Advaita, that is of Shankaracharya, the absolute, only one, and Vishishta Advaita say it is one, but with a speciality, it is separated from that one. But Sri Ramakrishna is not mentioning in that way, as if I think in that way. Both the same. Nitya and Leela. Nitya means the absolute, while there is no modification. And Leela, that is a modification, but the same thing. Again and again, those who are reading the Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna, we know the Sri Ramakrishna mentioned about the water. When the water, just liquid, it is that no form. But the same water, with the devotion, takes form. So that is the reason Sri Ramakrishna, in all through his life, is going on telling this. And sometimes he is mentioning, you can see God by closing your eyes. Can't you see God with your open eyes? Nitya and Leela. Nitya, when we are closing the eyes and completely forgetting that anything around, and then going and marching in the absolute, that is a path. And at the same time, the same experience, when we open up our eyes and we see varieties of beings, good, bad, and whatever, but still we have the great respect for that. That is called, I accept both Nitya and Leela, both absolute and relative, sacred and secular. And sometimes some of the things that we do, we think that it is a secular thing that we are doing. And most of our time we spend in secular things, that is worldly things. And only, maybe hardly an hour or so, we sit before the God and we go to the shrine and all. That is a secular thing. And whenever we visit the devotee's house, they will say, Maharaj, please come, Swamiji, please come to our shrine. And there, when they take us, they with great joy, this is our shrine, this is our temple, this is my God, and please burn an incense sticks, etc., etc. And when we come and sit in the rooms and talking with people, well, just not natural. Both are same. Can you feel like that? The both are same? That is what Sri Ramakrishna is teaching. Both are same. In the kitchen and in the parlor where we are talking with the people, meeting with the people, discussing, and at the same time going and sitting and meditating and showing the light before the God, same. Nitya and Leela. And that is the time, if we develop that attitude, what happens? 24 hours in our life, we are in meditation. That is exactly what Sri Ramakrishna is teaching. When his disciple, the Narendranath, he wanted to go deep down in meditation, many times we repeat this, and you have also read in the life of Sri Ramakrishna Vivekananda. He wanted to go in meditation and sometimes coming out, taking little food, and again going back down to that. That is exactly what all the people, particularly Indian, the monks, they always think closing the eyes and going deep down in the meditation. Sri Ramakrishna rebuked him, very strong words. He said, "Why on you? I was thinking that you will be a big banyan tree and you will give the shade and the shelter for so many. You are thinking about yourself, so selfish. This is the very, very important incident that happened in the life of Narendranath. Afterwards, Swami Vivekananda. Afterwards, we find that Vivekananda, when passed away, his disciple, Miss Margaret Noble, Sister Nivedita, while writing the introduction for his book, The Complete Works of Swami Vivekananda, there she mentioned, for him there was no sacred or secular, both the same. For Swami Vivekananda there was no sacred or secular. When he is giving the lecture, same purity. When he is mixing with people, same purity. When he is meditating, same purity. Same thing, the spiritual thing that he is doing every moment of his life. That is the speciality. So that is what Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna is teaching. And he said, I said to Keshav Chandra Sen, you know, Keshav Chandra Sen is a very famous person in those days. He was the leader of the Brahma Samaj, a special fraction of the Hinduism. They wanted to save themselves from the conversion of the Christianity and also little another modification of the Hindus. This Keshav Sen, I told Keshav, he would not be able to realize God without renouncing the ego. Now you see, Siddham, that is of course, Jahan Ram, tahan nahi Kam. Jahan Kam, tahan nahi Ram. Kam means the desire. If you have the desire, the worldly desire, then you cannot realize God. And if you have God in your mind, then you won't have any desire. Sri Ramakrishna was telling you won't be able to realize God if you have the desire for this. Now friends, Sri Ramakrishna, this moment he said, Nitya and Leela both are same. Nitya means absolute, Brahman, God, we can understand that. And Leela means these worldly things, constantly changing. All our scriptures, every time they are telling, if you put your mind to this world, then you are going to lose your all spiritual progress. And the first sentence of the Isha Upanishad, it says, Isha Vasham Idam Sarvam. You have to cover everything with the consciousness of God, everything that you see. So it is nothing but the God. And when we do like that, we do not see that these are all worldly things. We do not do that with the desire for name, fame, satisfaction. No. That's why Sri Ramakrishna, that we have to read the Gospel very carefully. In the first line on the page 480, he is telling, I accept both, Nitya and Leela, both the absolute and relative. Then he said, next paragraph, it begins with, I said to Keshav Sen, he would not be able to realize God without renouncing the ego. Then Keshav said, in that case, I should not be able to keep my organization together. So that is more important, my organization, than God. So this is the difference. The Sri Ramakrishna, the God himself, when he said that you must transform these worldly things as you think as worldly things, as God, manifestation of God. The same way you have to meditate on the absolute. Here also, Keshav Sen, he was asking him to do that, but the personality like Keshav, the man like Keshav could not understand. He said, what will happen to my organization? I have to have a separate ego. This is my organization, our organization, these are our paths, we are different from others. Without the ego you won't be able to do. But why you are going to do that? What is the reason? If it is God realization, then the goal is the joy, the happiness, the bliss. And for that, if you are doing it, then there is no problem. But when you think, no, I am separate from others, at the same time, I will realize God. What is it? The God is nothing but the joy, the absolute joy, happiness, bliss. Now, I think, no, others are different, I only. Then what happened? So this is the dichotomy that we always make the mistake, and this is the reason, in the name of religion, so many fighting, so many bloodsheds, because of this misunderstanding. If God has created this whole world, whether you believe it or not, if you are just following any religion, all religions are telling this way, God has created this world. Then, whether He has created you separately and me separately and him separately and her separately, that is not. So, He has created each and every one with different type of feature, language, culture. And what is that to you? What is your problem then? We all belong to the same family. We don't think in that way. Why? Ego. Exactly here, Sri Ramakrishna is pointing out this, and said, in that case, I should not be able to keep my organization together. Thereupon, I say to him, I am asking you to give up the unripe ego. This is the speciality of Sri Ramakrishna. Very special word he is using. Unripe ego. You never heard this in any scripture. All the time the scripture are very clear, the ego and without ego. That is clear. And Sri Ramakrishna here says unripe ego. Why? Because you are nothing but God. Whether you know it or not, believe it or not, it is true. So this is truth. We do not know about us, but the truth is we are gods. And why we are separate? Now Sri Ramakrishna said, because of your ego. Who gave the ego? God. But what happened with that ego? I superimpose some ahamkara, ego attached with me and mine. That is separating me from the God. So unripe ego. Sri Ramakrishna said, unripe ego. The mango is very good. But the same tasty mango, when unripe, you cannot take it, you cannot eat it. In a different way you can eat, but the joy of the mango eating you won't get. So unripe ego. And he said, wicked ego. Sri Ramakrishna is telling, wicked ego. But there is no harm in the ripe ego. I am the Son of God, as Jesus said. And many others in our country, they say, I am the son of my mother, divine mother. And that is called ripe ego. I am the child of God, child ego, completely depending on God, child ego. The consciousness is there, separation is there, but at the same time, dependence on God is also there. That's called child ego and servant ego. And ego of knowledge. The Shankaracharya, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they were all having the ego of knowledge. Why? Because they were taking the responsibility to spread this holy message to others. And unless you have that little ego, I have to do it, you won't survive. You will see the difference. A man, when he is working in the office, every day morning he will get up and prepare his breakfast and will go and drive his car and reach to the office and coming back, doing everything. But the same man, the moment he retires from that office, he will be getting late, and then all the time, oh, those people are busy, I am retired. Like that thought always comes. Why he can't keep himself busy like that? I am retired. I don't have any occupation. So that is wrong. Right this moment, I was doing this thing. Now, from now onwards, I have some other responsibilities to do. I will do that. And what is that? To know about myself, or whatever the knowledge that I have acquired, I am going to give back to the society in different forms. I can give the service to the society. So that way I am terribly busy, completely busy. I have seen the monks. Monks have no duty. Our Ramakrishna mission monks, they have some responsibilities. But those who are completely free, not with any organization, Ramta Sadhu, just alone they are roaming. I have seen that type of monk is so busy. Why? He has a routine. I have to get up, I have to read 5 pages of this book, then I have to go and bathe in the Ganga, then I have to go for begging, then I have to do this, I have to do that, and finally I must complete 1 lakh japa. So he is going on doing japa. Here he is sitting, there he is sitting, wherever getting an opportunity doing japa. He has no time to talk. Because I have to complete. And who made it? He himself. He imposed on his mind, I am going to complete this. And you are busy. So that is the reason a man, if he thinks that I can do in this way, he can do. And till death, you are very active. And when your mind is completely detached with the worldly things, where the name, fame and the struggle all are gone, but you are busy, you are helping others. Maybe that physically you are not going somewhere to help, or distributing food and this and that. Sometimes some people can do. Otherwise, you are just sitting and praying and praying and praying. So they say, and when we joined in the Ramakrishna mission, they say, you have to make 3 different parts. 8 hours, 8 hours and 8 hours. So 4 hours, your meditation and repetition of the name of God, japa. And 4 hours, reading of the scripture. The 4 hours reading of the scripture, 4 hour meditation and repetition of God's name. 4 hours work, asana work you have to, 8 hours. 4 hours, then 8 hours you have to work. 16 hours. Then balance 8 hours is yours. Then you have to wash your clothing and then sleeping and all this thing, that's for you. So 3, the 8 into 3, the 24 hours in 3. So that is it. 4 hours you must read. And different type of scriptural books you must read. 4 hours you must meditate. Not that continuously. 1 hour in early morning you do. And then at a time of 11:30 or 12 o'clock, just before lunch, then again, if you possible, 1 hour or half an hour. And taking rest in the noon time, you get up and again you do half an hour. Then in the evening time, 1.5 an hour. Before going to bed, another half an hour. Total 4 hours you are meditating. And 4 hours you are reading books. You do that. See, 24 hours you are so busy, even you won't get the time to pick up the phone and chat with your friends. And you'll say, hello, how are you? The one of our Swami is there. If you say, thank you, that means over. When you prolong the thanks, that means you don't like to talk to you. You say, hello, how are you? It's okay. Hello, how are you? Then that means you can talk. Then after some time you'll say, thank you, that means you have to say, Pranam Maharaj. After that, he is not going to listen. So well, and then he is reading books, writing books, meeting people and all that. It is not so easy. So life you have to dedicate in such a way. When Ramakrishna said, Nitya and Leela, it is not just few 2 words that we heard and read, no. This is our life routine. Everything is nothing but God. This moment, I am a married person, I have a family, I have to look after my family, other responsibilities, and I must do all these things. Maybe 16 hours I am working. I cannot listen to the Swamiji's routine and follow. Okay, no problem. But when I go to the office, Before that, I pray to God. I am going to my office. This is my responsibility. And in the office, I pray to God. I am going to worship you through this. Then in between, I do little that. Then before leaving, I offer all my worship to you. Arpanamastu. Then I come back. And slowly, this way, if the life goes in this way, you will see all, and all so many people, tension, this, that, where from the tension comes? It's not supposed to. And in some of the challenging jobs are there, and the tension will be there. But after that, oh, this is the part of the job, what is there? No problem. So this way, if you live your life happily. And at the end of your life, you can say, oh, I lived my life I enjoyed my life. If there is no tension, if there is no other things, what is like that? There must be some different type of things. But you have to accept, in every moment there is nothing but manifestation of God. So friends, when you are reading the Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna, this is the learning. When you read some famous scripture, we think, oh, we are going to read, and the Sri Ramakrishna's Gospel, that's why I have given the name, Panchama Veda, the fifth Veda, because the best knowledge that we get, and knowledge about the spirituality, and what in this page, 480, we learn, everything is nothing but God, Nitya and Leela. And who said that? I accept both the Nitya and the Leela, the absolute and the relative. Whom else we are going to listen them? Sri Ramakrishna is the final word, at least for me. It's the final word. Nitya and Leela, both are there. And then he said, the worldly man's ego is ignorant ego, unripe ego. And again he is mentioning Shankaracharya kept ego of knowledge. This is a wonderful ego. The ego of knowledge. Swami Vivekananda, after the realization, he wanted to give up his body. After the realization of God, the Brahman, the Absolute, why we like to live? Because there is nothing else to live. Everything that I see is nothing but the God. Then again the Sri Ramakrishna said, no, you are thinking, but the others are not. So you have to go to them. You have to tell them. That's why Swami Vivekananda, see, if we can relate in this way, we can understand. When his disciple, Sister Nivedita, asked him, Master, what is your philosophy? Then what answer he gave? My philosophy can be said in 2 sentences. To make people aware about their divine nature and to help them to manifest it. See? Very simple. Make people aware about their divine nature and to help them to manifest it. It is not that I am going to give them a divine nature. No. It is already there. We have to make them aware about it. And this is called the constantly we are going on telling people you have a great opportunity. You have a great capacity. When we say like that to our children, the younger generation, immediately he feels that I can do. That is Vedanta. What is Vedanta? Self-confidence. Why? Because tremendous power of God is already there. Not today, not tomorrow. Someday will come. I will be successful. And you will surely get it. Today we are going to discuss about the one question that does God listen to our prayers? So I opened that Google searching. Then they say Hindu way. I opened that Hindu way. You know how nicely, very secretly, they have mentioned why Hindu gods are not answered. That means those who are opening that, the first sentence will make that you need not to bother about the Hindu gods, go to some other gods. Are the gods different? If the Hindu gods are not listening, Christian God will also not listen. Muslim God will not listen. Buddhists don't have God at all. So where he will go? So this is the wrong way of teaching. The thing is what you want. And if you surely know and then trying and praying is surely going to get done. So we will come to that. But before, the Shankaracharya gave the ego of knowledge. Not that I am a learned man, oh, I have come to teach you. He never said like that. Ego of knowledge means I have to live in this body because I have some responsibility to do. That is called ego of knowledge. That is the main thing. I must have to go because I know the way what is Brahman. But these people, they don't know. I have to go and tell them. When I was in Arunachal Pradesh, some of the people with whom I was there, they never knew what is agriculture. Of course, the weather also was not favorable. But anyway, I used to take the people. Sometimes they were not knowing how to put on the proper dresses. They never knew how to cook food properly. I used to give them all utensils. I used to teach them this different way, how to cook food. So all this, slowly, we know. So we don't bother about others, no. We are not going with the ego, but with the love that we are going and then helping them to know how to. I was teaching them how to do the businesses, the ladies. I used to teach them how to prepare the cakes, then the pancakes, then the egg rolls and all that. At a time of some function, I told you better go and sell it and how you, all this, right? Self-confidence. Otherwise, how they will stand up? You will wonder in India, the dreaded place, Abuj Marg, dreaded because of the Nakshals movements. Even the police are very much afraid to go over there. Government officials never go. Ramakrishna mission is there. Not only that, a huge school that we are having. And from there, the boys and girls, they are making a great success. Some of them have become doctors, engineers. How it is possible? From those people. Whom other people used to think that, oh, they are born only to die in that way. No. They used to hunt for the rats and eating that only. Those people are now becoming IAS officers. Why? Swami Vivekananda said, I like to help them to manifest the divinity. Not that all divinity means you have to go and sit in the Himalaya and grow your beard and then you pass to. Not like that. Divinity means that self-power. I can do it. And it's a positive, human way. That is called divinity. Here, Ramakrishna is telling, Shankaracharya lived not for himself, but for others. And what he said? This whole world is nothing but illusion, and you are the Brahman. Slokardhena prabhakshami yat uktam granthakoti. I will tell you in half a sloka what all the scriptures say in many thousands of words. What is that? Brahma Shatyam. Jagat Mithya. Mithya means temporary. Jiva Brahmaiva Napara. See what Shankara is telling? Jiva Brahmaiva Napara. Then what is Mithya? He said Jagat Mithya. At the same time he said Jiva Brahmaiva. That means what? This name, fame, ego, jealousy, all these things, yeah, Mithya. These are all temporary. Nothing will remain. But you are Brahman. That is true. Only you have to understand it and try to manifest it. That is Shankara. And Hanumana, the great hero, people do not understand. Hanumana is not the monkey that we see on the tree. There is a great yogi. Only thing, they used to have the mask like the Hanumanas. There are many tribal people used to have like that. Still now they do. He said, Deho Buddhva Dasoham. When I have a separation, I feel this body is mine. Me and mine is this body. I am separated from you. I am your servant. Jiva Buddha Tadamshaka. When I feel that I am also consciousness, a part of the consciousness, I am a part of you, O God. Then Atma Buddha Tamevaham. And when I know that same consciousness is you and me the same, Atma Buddha Tamevaham. Iti me Nishchitamati. And that is the ultimate of Vedanta and the Hinduism. We start with this, God is different, I am different, I am serving God. And if you go to the South India, they will find they are holding their ears like this. And they will be sitting down, and in the schools when they give the punishment, the children they do. And the grown-up people, they go before the God and say, I'm sorry, like the schoolboys. But slowly, they will know, I and God are not different. We are the same. Only difference, when I think this body is me. This body is just like the clothes. I am not the clothing. You cannot say that this clothes is you. No, it is not. So that is the way only when you understand. Then you will say, Atma Buddha, Tama Eva Aham. You and me are the same. So that's Sri Ramakrishna is telling. And then immediately he is going to another. Once the gopis felt a great desire to see the forms of the Lord, Krishna. So Krishna asked them to dive into the water of the Jamuna. No sooner did they dive into the water, then they all arrived in Vaikuntha. There they saw the forms of the Lord endowed with 6 celestial splendor, the Ishvara, the Bhagavan, the Shara Shakti. But they did not like it. They said to Krishna, we want to see Gopala. See, Sri Ramakrishna is jumping from one to another, different. I want to see God as the Gopala, very simple, cowherd boy, who used to play with us, making pranks and all that. I love that. I want to see God in that form. I don't want God in this way. Shankar Chakra Gada Padma, he is sitting over there, all people are fanning him, the great. No, I don't want that. I want the very simple Gopala. So that, sometimes we read that one Prime Minister of a country, and he went to meet his mother, a humble lady. And the mother told, oh, you have become Prime Minister. I see so many people, so many vehicles. I never saw so many vehicles in the village. Hardly one motor vehicle will come. Now so many, you must be a king in this country, right? So, oh, that to some extent. Then the mother told, will you please lie on my lap, keeping your head on my lap, as you used to do when you were a young boy? Mother don't like to see the son as a prime minister. She wants to see the son as her son. That little boy used to come and sit on the lap, used to cry, used to do this and that. So that I want to see my son in this form. The man lied on like that. And suppose I go to the Prime Minister and say, hey, can you come and lie down? What are you? Police will arrest me. So like that, it is not possible. You have to develop that way slowly. Then only it is possible. Otherwise not. Whatever you want, God will give you grant you that. If you develop that. These gopis, they were very simple and they straightforward. We want to see you in this way. Now, before his departure for Mathura, Krishna wanted to give the knowledge of Brahman to the gopis. Just read this line. But the knowledge of Brahman, people are dying, practicing severe austerities. And here the Lord, the Krishna, he wanted to give that knowledge to those simple-hearted ladies. And he said, I dwell both inside and outside of all beings. Why should you see only one form of mine? The gopis cried out in chorus, O Krishna, do you want to go away from us? They immediately understood why he is giving this knowledge. You are here with me. Why you are giving this knowledge? Oh Krishna, do you want to go away from us? Is that why you are instructing us Brahma Jnana? So you don't bother about Brahma Jnana. Why? The joy of association with God, that they don't like to miss. So that is the thing. So here, the devotee is asking, does this eye of the devotee never disappear altogether? He is asking, very intelligent. He is asking that, the devotees are asking, that I want to see you, I want to play with you, I want to be with you. Does it mean that I will ever remain, it will never go? Sri Ramakrishna is answering, yes, it disappears at times. Then one attains the knowledge of Brahman and goes into Samadhi. Where sometimes it goes away and then one goes into Samadhi. There is a great saint and he was a tantric and he used to pray to the goddess Kali. And every time, all the time, used to sing, only sing and pray to God. Kamalakanta and these great sages. And here we find that sometimes they used to merge into that rupa. Why? Their eye is completely vanished and he is meditating. In the life of Sri Ramakrishna, if you have read, he was taking the initiation from different type of gurus and practicing different type of forms like the Tantra, the Vaishnava, and then finally the Vedanta came, Totapuriji. The Totapuri, that Vedantic monk, when he asked him to go on the ultimate place, Sahasrara, to merge with the Param Brahma, Sri Ramakrishna could not do it. Because his devoted mind was stuck in over here, in between the eyebrow. And he was seeing the goddess, the mother, sitting over there. Because this is the last place of Dvaita Bhumi. And after that, the yogis say, after that there is no Dvaita, Advaita. So up to this is the Dvaita Bhumi. The Sri Ramakrishna's mind was sticking over here. He said, I can't go because mother is sitting over here. I cannot cross the mother. Then with the Jnana Ashi, you have to cut even that. The Jnana Ashi, the Krishna was telling, don't think I am only in this form. I am in and out of everything. That is called the Jnana. As a symbol, his guru, Totapuri, picked up a piece of glass and pierced over here and said, now you merged in Brahman. And Sri Ramakrishna immediately, his mind went into the realm of only non-duality. And he remained over there for 3 days and 3 nights. That's unique. If you read the biography of Sri Ramakrishna, it's unique. The history of spirituality that has been depicted, practiced in the life of Sri Ramakrishna and nowhere else. Because he is a very unique person. He is practicing in different way. So here he is telling, yes, it disappears at times. Then the Pandit, Yashashadhar, he is a very famous Pandit. He is asking, does God listen to our prayers? This is a very important question. And Sri Ramakrishna's answer is, God is Kalpataru. He never said, yes, we listen to your prayer now. What he said, you have to understand, Sri Ramakrishna, he is giving the answer in such a way, you have to understand the meaning of it. God is the Kalpataru, wish-fulfilling tree. The wish-fulfilling tree, you will certainly get whatever you ask to him, but you must pray standing near the Kalpataru. This is the clue. You must pray standing near the Kalpataru. How you will know what is that Kalpataru? Here you have to go again for Upasana. the spiritual practices. If you don't have that upasana, you won't be able to do anything. And Vashishta, the spiritual guru of Sri Ramachandra, he said, Moksha dware dwarapala schatvara parikirtita. Moksha dware, at the gate of the liberation, dwarapala, the doormen are there, guards are there, chatvara, 4, parikirtita. What are those 4 guards? Shama, Vichara, Santosha, and Chaturtha, Sadhu Sangama. Shama means purification of the body and mind. We get up in the morning and we take a bath and then put on the wash clothes, body is fresh. Then we come and sit and take the name of God and chant the name of God, pray to God, try to meditate, that purify our mind. So that is called Shama. Then Vichara, discrimination. Why I am doing this? That's because I am having some time and nothing to do, so I am doing this? No. Vichara is, this is the way I can purify my mind. What is the purification? I am selfish basically, by birth. Because of the selfishness I have taken this human birth or the different type of births. Now I have to go beyond that selfishness. How? Understanding that consciousness is everywhere. God is everywhere. Not only within me, everywhere. As I feel sorry when somebody is insulting me, the same way others are also feeling. I should not insult anyone. As I feel hungry, as I feel thirsty, as I feel all these things, all other people are also having the same. So I must be very, very careful so that this feeling for the others, in one word that Jesus said, love thy neighbor as thyself. Why is it thyself? Love thy neighbor, that was sufficient. As thyself. Because we love mostly ours, body, our association of the body. So our genuine love is only with me and then associated with others, those who are cooperating with me. If they are not cooperating, then we don't love. If there was love was there, then why this divorce will be there? Why the separations from the children with the parents? Because this much I have received from you and I don't want anything, and whatever I like to do, you are not helping me, so you are separate, I am separate. But when I know that I am presenting everything, that love, that is called vichara, discrimination, as because that same consciousness is in everything. That is called discrimination. So I am trying to purify mind. So I am trying to develop my love and unselfishness as maximum as possible. Then comes the containment, santosha. Anyone, anywhere, successful, I feel it's okay, no problem for me. Suppose someone in some country is having a huge palace. We don't cry, oh, he is having a huge palace and I am not having. So we don't think in that way. So similarly, if you think this world, I am going to live only for a few years. So why I should cry like that? Whatever I have got, I have enjoyed, I liked it. So that way santosha comes, contentment comes. So many friends, we all joined in the school together. Then slowly we spread it all over the society, different ways we are now living. Someone in different places, someone in this way. I am contented, okay? You friends, you are all also happy, very good. That's all. So that is the way, if you are contented, so that is main thing. How all these things will come? Chaturtham sadhu sangama. See, Sri Ramakrishna never said that your prayer won't be answered. It will be answered, of course. But are you prepared for that? That That is the thing. If you go and say to the school authority, sir, I want a certificate, will they give you? Sir, I want to get a certificate of a master degree, will they give? You won't. You have to prepare yourself. You have to, okay, also you will give you, first you get the admission, then you study, and then you sit for the exam, and then complete your courses, then of course it will go to you. The same way. Simply, I was driving, oh, this is the ashrama, let me go and pray. So he came and told, hey, God, are you God? Okay. Can you please give me this? And then you go out and declare, I prayed to the God and he is not giving the answer. Will you get it? Same way. So that's why when Ramakrishna said, you must stand near to the Kalpataru. Who is the Kalpataru? God. And if the God is Kalpataru, Kalpataru means a wish-fulfilling tree. There's a conception. Whatever you ask, you will get. So you have to go to him and understand that this is the person, this is the place. And then only, if you don't have that, we were not ready to ask. How can you? And then sometimes, Sri Ramakrishna again is telling, if you go and ask a person that, see, I'm a little hungry, can you please give me some food? He may give you some food. But if you say, purchase a first class ticket for me, I like to travel from here to India, do you think you will give? You won't. Because you don't have that relation with him. But if you have a good relation, then of course they will do that. So this prayer is answered. But what type of prayer? With whom? To whom you are doing? How you are doing? Why you are doing? All that is also. So when we pray to God, we have to understand all these. Simply because Hindu gods are not answering the prayer, nobody will answer. This is the thing. Friends, is it not really interesting to know this? And that is called Panchama Veda. That's why this gospel is so interesting and so instructive, elevating. So this Sri Ramakrishna is telling, and he says, God knows our inner feeling. As one thinks, so one receives. God knows our inner feeling. As one thinks, so one receives. Now, God is Kalpataru. Again, he is telling this. And there are some who do not care to know the splendors of God. Both Bhakti Yoga and Jnana Yoga are paths by which you can realize God. This is very clear. Both Bhakti Yoga and Jnana Yoga, they are the paths by which you can realize God. Whatever path you may follow, you will certainly realize Him. See, so confident. Whatever path you may follow, you will surely realize Him. The path of bhakti is an easy one. The path of knowledge and discrimination is very difficult. In the Bhagavad Gita, the same way that Krishna is also telling. Why should one reason so much to know which path is the best? I talked about this to the Vijay, another person, for many days. Then Sri Ramakrishna is telling, Oh God, reveal to me who and what you are. Those who come for initiation, the first thing I always say, pray to God, I do not know you, but you know me. I have come to know you, but I don't have idea what and how you are. But you know me for sure. Please help me. Then only I will be able to go to you. See, today you see the picture. This is our Swami Subodhanandaji. The Subodhanandaji, the direct disciple of Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna. He was a very young boy. So he was born in 1867 and 8 November. His father was Krishnadas and mother was Nayantara Das. They were very rich people. One day, in those days, the young people they used to get married. They were rich people. His father already arranged a marriage, and then he said to his son, if you can get a good result in this exam, then I'll arrange the marriage. And he thought that the boy would be inspired to do the good result, so he will study. Exactly opposite. Subodhananda, that is Subodh, his name was, he started praying to God, oh God, please bless me so that I do not get good result in my school exam. It's completely different. And he was so sincere that God really granted his prayer, and he couldn't do any good result in the school, and it was a very good school in Calcutta. So naturally, the would-be in-laws, they said, okay, we can wait for some other time. There's the prestige, in Bengali families, that the rich people, education is the must. It's not your money, but your education. That is a must thing. So naturally, they said, okay, we will wait for one more year, better put him in some other school, let him pass from the exam, then only. Otherwise, my son-in-law, he is not educated, that is not up to the standard. So they wanted to be happy in that way. Only a few days before, one gentleman came, another Bengali gentleman, he was here in America. And he was telling, Swamiji, my daughter fell in love with a boy, but my daughter is highly educated, that boy is not. So we are thinking that we'll put the boy in a school, and some doctorate, some PhD must be necessary, otherwise, how can you? So I was thinking about Subodhananda. I said, okay, that's sure. So that way it goes. Aristocratic people, you must be educated, otherwise there is no prestige. And here also, Subodhananda took that opportunity. He told God, no, I like to know you. And if I marry, then how will I know you? I will be responsible for so many things. I don't like to marry. From that age. Then, he was admitted in a school called Veda Charter School. Still there in Calcutta. And who was the headmaster? M. Master Maharshal, who was the recorder of the conversation of Sri Ramakrishna, the gospel of Sri Ramakrishna, it is his. And Master Moshe was there. They used to call that he is the catcher of young boys. He used to go and tell, and then slowly he will convert them to go. And Master Moshe inspired him to go to Sri Ramakrishna. And the moment he entered, the young boy, he walked all through from Calcutta to Dakshineshwar. It's far away. And when he reached over there, Sri Ramakrishna immediately held the hand of the boy and looked at his eyes, and he said, you are my very own. That was Sri Ramakrishna whenever he felt, you are my very own. Sit by my side, on my bed. Then the boy said, no, it is my school dress. And I have touched so many other people. You are a holy man. I cannot sit in the same chair with you. And moreover, I am all, because he was walking, so I have to go and wash and then only I can come. No. Then he said, Mother sends here those who will receive her grace. Please remember this. Mother sent here those who will receive her grace. And when Tuesday and Saturday. Sri Ramakrishna always said, Tuesday is a madhubar, is a very sweet day. Why? Just like honey. Why? Because that is the day when the Mother, Ma Kali, the power of the God, it manifests. So whatever you pray, your prayer will be answered on this particular day. He sent his beloved disciple, Swami Vivekananda, to Divine Mother at the same time, same day, Tuesday. And we are continuing reading the Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna Tuesday. See, this is not from me. It is 1930 when the first Swami came. He started this. And then I am the fifth, the Swami. All the four Swamis, they did the same thing. Why? Not that we are a great exponent of the scripture, the great lecturer. Not like that. But if the people come to listen to Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, as because the God himself promised that he will answer their prayer on this day, and if they come and with a faithful heart if they pray, but you have to understand whom you are praying. You have to go near to the Kalpataru, then only your prayer will be answered. So this is one of the many ways we have seen how the prayers are answered. Many ways. But I don't know, the people, they always have the doubts. Maybe they have the reasons. But if you truly pray to God, that Jesus, again and again he is asking, pray to God. Knock the door, it will be open unto you. Knocking means praying, praying and praying. Sri Ramakrishna, 90% of his teachings, have faith and pray, have faith and pray. And in Bengali he used to say, Mairi bolchi, I am taking the name, promising in the name of my mother, your prayer will be answered if you pray properly. And how? He said, can you cry while you are praying? If you can shed your tears, and truly, one lady, she rang me from Calcutta and said, you know, Swamiji, my prayer has been answered. And I know the technique now. What is the technique? If you tell in English, Sri Ramakrishna answered. After praying, if you say, please, Thakur, and that English word please, pleased it. So he has answered. So different devotees, they say it that way. So this way you have to have the faith, and prayers are truly answered. When that person is asking Sri Ramakrishna, does God listen to our prayers? It really does. Only you have to truly pray. But at the same time, you know, sometimes our prayers are not answered. That's for our good. We do not know what we are asking. So we naturally, when young age, we say something. Then when we are little mature, we pray some other way. God knows how to pray. That's why he taught. I do not know what is good for me, but you are my father, you are my mother, you know what is good for me, give it to me. That should be the way to pray. You, God, you are my father, you are my mother, the demand. And for the father and mother, you need not to have all those other things. Simply you can go and say, it is my demand as your son or a daughter, you must give it to me. If you think this is good for me, I pray to God, all the prayers that the devotees are doing should be fulfilled. And thank you, friends, thank you for coming today. And we will discuss some other things in our next classes. Let us complete with this. Pranam mantra. Niranjanam nityam. Niranjanam nityam. Anantarupam. Anantarupam. Bhaktanukampa. Bhaktanukampa. Dhrita vigraham vai. Ishavataram. Parameshamidyam. Tam Ramakrishnam. Shirasa namama. Om Shanti. 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 Hari Om. This December we'll be having two very wonderful program. One is 23rd, not 24th. 23rd, that is a Sunday, we'll have Christmas celebration, not Eid, Christmas celebration. Because the 24th is very difficult to get the devotees, And because it's a Monday and the long weekend, they'll all be busy. So 23rd, as usual, the Sunday, we will remember Jesus and some songs and the reading and the discussion. And then we're trying to have, every year like as we do, the European lunch like that. So different people, they will, Indian people cooking European, so I don't know how it will be. But anyway, so we have to have the faith. So this is one, and some of the American devotees are also preparing. So that, and then 30th December again, 28th is the Ma Sharadamani Devi's Tithi Puja. But 28th again is a Friday. It's difficult for the people to come. So we will do the puja and Pushpanjali and all the discussion on 30th. But exactly afterwards, there's the 1st January again, Kalpataru. That 1st January, Sri Ramakrishna himself became the Kalpataru that he is mentioning over here, wish-fulfilling tree. We were going to him, and whatever their prayer, that all were answered. So we devotees, they think that he is the Kalpataru. That will be at 3 o'clock. Sundays will be on 11 to 12, maybe 12:30, and it will be 3:10 exactly, but 3 o'clock to 4 o'clock. Please come, mark your calendar.